Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be going through the history of the Thomas Cook A330s. So our story begins at the beginning of the 2000s when JMC Air was going to be rebranded as Thomas Cook. So on the 31st of March 2003, JMC Airlines was gone and in came Thomas Cook. So within that year the aircraft were out of the JMC's green, blue and white, and then with the, of course, blue and white of the Thomas Cook livery. Now, for the first few years of Thomas Cook's operations, these two aircraft were the only two aircraft that Thomas Cook had at their disposal for their flights to destinations such as Punta Cana, Montego Bay, Cancun and Orlando in the summer months, and then of course in the winter to destinations like Phuket and Goa. However, this would change in 2006, specifically in November when they took delivery of Golf Tango Charlie X-Ray Alpha, and this would go on to operate the 2006 to 2007 long-haul winter seasonal programme. However, towards the end of that winter season, Golf Tango Charlie X-Ray Alpha would be joined by another few Airbus A330-200s, and this came within the form of their acquisition of MyTravel in 2007. With Thomas Cook going on to take 3 of MyTravel's Airbus A330-200s, with one other 200 going on to Thomas Cook Scandinavia, along with the Airbus A330-300s. So with the other A330s that had been inherited from the MyTravel acquisition receiving a bit of white, blue and a little bit of yellow paint, they were now fitted out in the Thomas Cook livery. And they continued with this fleet of Airbus A330s until X-Ray Alpha left the fleet in October 2011 at the end of that summer season for Air Transat. And the fleet then continued to operate the next couple of years until some of the aircraft would now start to get painted into Thomas Cook's new livery. Now, some of the aircraft would go on to represent a dark grey, light grey, yellow, with of course the yellow heart, and Thomas Cook grey titles. However, some of the aircraft would go on to keep their classic light blue and dark blue livery. Now, Thomas Cook did have some 767-300ERs that they could obviously use for long-haul service in case, for example, some of the A330s were in maintenance or happened to go tech. However, these were mainly confined to high-demand short-haul routes, let's say within Europe, to destinations like Antalya, Heraklion, Palma, the Canary Islands, among other destinations. However, these were retired in 2017, and the airline carried on with this fleet of aircraft until 2019, when it took on a further couple of aircraft from its German subsidiary Condor for the busy summer season. And this seems across all the holiday airlines and even non-holiday airlines across the UK and Europe at this time of year, as there's a lot more holidaymakers going to holiday destinations in the Mediterranean and Greece. However, these would be the last Airbus A330s to join the Thomas Cook fleet, as on the 23rd of September 2019, the airline would cease operations after racking up over £1 million in debt. And they were all parked up at either Manchester or Newquay airports until figure out of their fate was decided. Some of the aircraft that were parked in Manchester were eventually just scrapped in 2021. However, some of them were able to get new lives over in Canada with Air Transat, to where quite a number of them remain today. So I hope you did enjoy my video on the history of the Thomas Cook Airbus A330s. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.